Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Passionately Speaking, our weekly public speaking training call. And today, well, we're at the end of the year. Whew, this year went fast, didn't it? Just blink of an eye and it's gone. And tonight's topic is year-end reflections. Year-end reflections. Now, every year we go around the room and we make a commitment on how many speaking engagements we're going to do. And then at the end of the year, of course, we double check and see where we're at. Now, it's always a good idea to do it during the year as well. I always recommend doing it once a quarter so you can see where you're at and then make up speaking engagements if you need to, because there's plenty of ways to speak, places to speak that you can do. Okay. So always, kind of check quarterly or monthly or whatever, but don't wait till the end of the year. I'm checking you at the end of the year, but don't you wait till the end of the year because it's no time to make it up. Okay, so first of all, and that's a first reflection. We're going to have several reflections here tonight, but the first reflection is just how'd you do? How'd you do? And there's no judgment, there's no right or wrong answer. It is just between you, yourself, and that's it, right? I was going to say you, yourself, and I, you, yourself, and me. But otherwise, it's really, there's always stuff happens. Sometimes we start the year really ambitious and we don't get her done. But sometimes we have other opportunities and we're, running really high. Now, there's a lot of people that are on my list here that are not here today. So I'm wondering what happened to them. The mere fact that you're here is a bravo, bravo. And I think this next year, we're going to commit to how many calls are you going to make? Because I do 50 calls a year, 50 a year, sometimes a little less if I'm on vacation. So this time, we missed 3 calls because I was in the Philippines. But we usually always are dark between, the week of Christmas, like next week, and January. Not because I'm not here ready to rock and roll, because I am, but because you need a break and it's you that need to travel and be with family and all of that kind of thing. So I just say, you know what, instead of 1 or 2 of you showing up, let's just all take a little vacation. So that's your vacation. That's your holiday vacation from any training to let your brain rest, right? And let all the stuff soak in. Doesn't mean there's not plenty of training for you. You could always go on the Passionately Speaking recordings in case you missed a call during the year. But that's one thing that I want you to think about after we get through these goals is how many Passionately Speaking calls are you going to commit to this year? And let's write them down, because what doesn't get written down doesn't get done, does it? It gets forgotten. It gets forgotten. I mean, that's about it. It gets forgotten, looked over, and not done, not accomplished. Goals always have to be written down. Period. No ands and ifs or buts. If you were to study any of the gurus, and I've studied them all, goal seeking has always been one of my passions to learn. And I've studied with some of the greatest, Grant Cardone, and of course, with my mentor, Eric Lofholm, many, many, many big gurus from the old days. And which my mind is going blank right now, but there's a lot of them out there. So when it comes to the speaking now, when it comes to speaking and the speaking goals that you had made for last year, we're going to see how good you did or where you're at. Now, the first person on my list is Jackie. So Jackie, and I have it written down, but you could have changed it, stuff could happen, but what was your speaking goal and how did you do?
My speaking goal was 50 and
Okay.
for a month. And then just I wanted to round it off to a nice even number. And I am at 42 and I just sort of lost my steam.
Bravo, bravo. And that's what could happen. And that's honest. Lose your steam.
Yeah.
Welcome back,
We had a
Donna.
really nice, of course, um, not making excuses, but I had surgery, I had radiation, I had
Yeah.
all kinds of things. And then we took a really wonderful vacation. And after the vacation, I just sort of went,
Exactly. And you have every right to do that. We all reach we all reach a point where we have to live life in this moment. And, you took vacation and, you're just living. So, and
trying to. It's
so
better
I
than the alternative.
pretty good. A goal of 50 and 42 with everything that you had going on. Bravo. Let's give her a big hand. Yay. Let's give her some emojis. Let's give her some emojis. Where's my emojis? Where's my emojis? Reactions. Here we go. Oh, where's my emojis?
There they are. Thank you each.
Wait, I won't stop. Why won't it stop?
That's okay. You can keep it coming.
There
Won't
we
stop.
go.
Okay.
There we go. Oh, mine's not going. Okay, wait. It's just a little tricky. Okay. Okay, this one. Does that one go? Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
it.
All right. So very, very good. All right. So Tanya, what was your goal and how did you do?
I actually don't remember my goal, which is probably why I didn't meet it. I'm sure I didn't meet it. I might have met it, I don't know. And like you said, if it's not written down, I
It was
hadn't really
36.
put, yeah, yeah.
It was
I spoke about 7 times this year, and I think my goal was 12. But that was purposeful because I spent this year, this is the first year of not doing the Women Worthy of Wealth, to see how I could um, have some more time and do more things. And it actually did that. So I was happy about that. But yeah. And so next year, probably every other month, probably only 6.
okay. We'll come to that in a minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I haven't asked for that. So you did 7?
Mhm. I
Okay.
was guest speaker. I did 3. I'm having one this week, and you say I'll put in the link. But I spoke it on other people's events 4 times,
Okay.
3 or 4 times. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, as a guest speaker, just yeah. And
Great.
that was great because it allowed me to get my 15-minute presentations together, because they were only like 15, 20 minutes, which I loved.
Yeah, that's all we get nowadays. It
That's
seems.
all I wanted.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Luana, what was your and what did you do?
I don't remember what my number was, but let's just say I did over 100 because I counted every speech I gave, Toastmasters,
Beautiful.
networking,
Wow.
and I actually did 4 in-person ed conferences.
Beautiful.
So,
So your goal was 48. So you
it was
don't.
48. Oh,
Yeah. Beautiful. So tell me, you kept track of every speech.
I wrote on the calendar every month, just like
Exactly
you
what
told us.
Beautiful. That's exactly what everybody needs to do. I put it on, I have a big calendar here and I put it on my calendar here. But yeah, your day timer, I map it out. If it's in Google, I make it red. That tells me it's a speaking engagement. So whatever clue or code you need to use. And then at the end of the month, I count them all. What's all my reds? How many reds do
Yeah.
I have? And then I put a little number in at the end of the month and then quarterly and so on. So don't wait and 1, 2, 3. Do it monthly so you know where you're at every single month.
Yeah, that's what I did. Each month I would total what I did for the month, so I know how many speeches I gave each month. And it was kind of fun to see those numbers. I hadn't edited them up until just a few minutes ago, but it was kind of nice to see that I had spoken so often. I just took advantage of it every single time. I had 2 people who have me speaking every month, so I knew I had those to count on. And every time somebody needed someone in a networking group, or they were doing an event and they would ask me to be a speaker, I just talked.
Beautiful.
So
Beautiful. And I know I have once a week speaking with all of you, but I have it guaranteed for a month. And I just was really remiss in that I didn't speak when I was in the Philippines. You know, I didn't
Mhm.
make an opportunity to speak where usually I do. I was just having so much fun. We were traveling so many places. I didn't sit down and tell my group, okay, I want a 5-minute speech with all of you. And I could have, and I just, didn't. Uh, and you have to think about doing that when you travel to Europe, when you go anywhere. Again, 2 minutes in front of two people or more, as long as it's prepared and not a wing it speech, it
Mm.
counts, you know? So make a goal too to speak on different continents. Right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Very good, Dr. Luana. You exceeded. Excellent. Okay, now, Dawn. I have to call on you.
I know. I would say I had unprepared, unset up speeches. 'Cause, in the gym, the testimonials, like I would talk to people and I'd do more, give them the testimonial or my story. But I kind of feel like I'd be cheating because I didn't actually plan it. It's just the
Yeah.
same one that I always do, right? But
Well, they
yeah,
don't count because you're
it,
just talking to
yeah.
one person at a time. So they
Now,
don't
if
count.
it's two or more,
No, but it's got to be like a presentation.
I
They're
know,
like sitting down, ready
I
for
know,
the presentation.
I
It's
know.
a walk by. This
Yeah,
is
but
for
that's
everybody.
all I got. That's all I got.
No, that's okay. That's okay. But we need to create more opportunities
Yeah,
for fun.
I gotta focus.
Like we both should have been speaking in
Yeah,
Philippines and Thailand.
yeah, yeah. Next year,
We
this
will
year,
this next time. Yeah.
2026.
Duh, it went out of my head. We're having so much fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, and Ramona, what was your goal and how'd you do?
Um, I don't know that I had a very robust goal. I don't remember exactly, but I do have to claim that I did go to Puerto Vallarta and I did speak
That's right.
several times, and I'm
You did.
going to take all of those.
Yes, you can. Yes,
Good for you.
yes.
So that was
Very well also.
so yeah, it was good. And
Beautiful.
I'm feeling like it's just this unfolding of what I really want to speak about, and it's getting there.
Uh-huh.
Like I told you last week, I've got a new set of, things to use instead of ABC. I'm going to use the word trust. So I'm
Yeah, I like that.
yeah.
I like that. Okay, I'm writing down names. Um, we're going to share our goals for this next year real
Okay.
quick. And then also I want you to think about what are your goals for how many passionately speaking calls do you want to go? And again, you're in reflection, so we're going to reflect, and next year we're going to talk more about goal setting. But I just want when we come back, but I just want to know what are your speaking goals and what are your passionately speaking goals, and then we'll do more reflection. So Ramona, since we have you, what are your speaking goals for 2026?
Um, well, I think I'm going to shoot at this moment for once a month because I don't feel fully prepared. Although I do have family coming, for Christmas, and I'm planning to do a presentation with my family this
Oh,
next.
this Christmas? Nice.
Yeah, so I'd hope to do a video one like we talked about, but I never. I mean, there was a gazillion things going. That's all. But yes, I am preparing that because I actually just got my first editing back of my itty bitty book, and
Good.
so that's have a lot of the direction I want to go in speaking. So I feel
Okay.
more what direction I want to go, because I must admit that the thought of actually practicing something for a long time, because it's like, do I want to practice something that I don't really ready to speak yet? Spend that, hours, you know, it just
Well, once you get going on anything, it might not that's that's a ballpark, but
Right.
maybe you get it right away.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't spend 15 hours on every speech I do because I know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So I know the
Yeah.
and I can now reduce it if I want to and have, and look at my outline or something. But
Right.
the last time I did it, 15 hours or more is when I wanted to win the beauty contest, speech contest.
Sure.
You betcha I did. So it depends on what's riding on it. So, like, if you're going to do a speech for your family and you prepared it, I, I'm not expecting you to rehearse it for 15 hours.
Right. I understand that. And the reality is I recognize that is that really getting in front of an audience is a lot of how you sort out what worked, what didn't work.
Yes,
And it's to prepare something before you really sorted it out is,
yes.
a not it just needs work. That's all.
And the main speech you want to practice 15 hours or more is your signature talk.
Right.
The one
Right.
that gets you the business, right?
Right.
So you can't cut that one. But then
Oh, I don't want to.
if you're adding one to some women's church group or your family or a small group over here, and it's not your signature talk, but maybe it's inspirational, well, maybe you don't practice that much. You know
So
what I mean? So I don't want you to not do something because you
yeah.
think, oh my God, I don't have 15 hours to practice, right?
Well, I really liked what you talked about last week, about the stories, because it's just made me think of a lot of the stories. And sometimes, like you said, trying out a story that affects your audience is kind of an important part of that. And yeah, and I have two little stickers from, other classes that I have hanging up, that one's person, what can you do for their audience? And Tanya said, who loses if you don't win? And so I think a lot about that. What can I do for my audience? Is it always going to be the same audience? Because I do see myself speaking to young mothers, but also speaking to grandmas. So,
Right, right.
anyway,
Well, you're going to give them your wisdom and your experience and your system
yeah.
wrapped up in kindness and love.
So,
know? And that's what you give them. And remember, you have a special talent of storytelling, my dear, probably because you've been around children so much and you've read so many stories to them that you have that gift. Your whole entire speech could be a story. That's how Les Brown talks. That's how many people, some of the better storytellers, their whole look at Jesus. Everything was a story,
true.
parable. He never talked straight up, right? Why? Because he wanted to
Yeah.
get to us at a different level and he wanted us to be able to remember it.
Yeah.
And that's what stories do, right?
Well, it was really helpful just your last talking about really the selling process is happening in the story. It's not a sales.
Right.
So I keep learning every time you speak. It's like, oh, there's one more thing to think about. It just, yeah, good.
Good.
So yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna say at this point once a month, and hope
So,
to that more.
so that would be normally once a month, so 12?
Yeah, so
Okay,
12,
12. Okay. All right, perfect.
and hoping for more. I think when I get rolling, I am going to do more than that. But
Okay.
I got to
All
get
right.
rolling first.
All right. And then what about passionately speaking calls? Because you're on every single call. You never miss. So
Yeah,
I'm assuming you're going to be 50, at least 50.
yeah. It might be less like if I travel. Sometimes it's hard for me to, get like when I was with my grandkids, and I think I did come, but it's just depends. And I've got some new clients for massage, and sometimes it's like, ooh, right those time frames. But yes, I'm working. I don't have reason to miss, generally speaking. So yeah, it's good.
Great. All right, Jackie, how about you? What's your goal for next year? Are you going to get motivated again, or are you just going to kind of relax?
I'm gonna kind of relax. I'm kind of in that mode now. Um, and I noticed when I set the really high goals that I did, like not this past year, but the year before, that I didn't spend it because it's more fun. But I didn't spend enough time working on my business. And so I need to be doing that it's sort of like you kind of have to find the balance. And I had 2 years of over 100 speakings, and it's
Yes.
like, okay, I did that, and I met it.
Well, ideally, the speaking engagements are supposed to bring you the business, so
I
it is
know,
on your business.
but
So
they haven't
that's
been what I've been doing. They haven't been,
okay. So
because
then,
I've just been taking them, wherever, just kind of to check the box.
so if that's the case and it's not getting you business, then we have to look at your speech and tweak it
Okay.
because there's something.
Well, and I think it's the audience too. You're not going to get business from Christian business partners too much because you're there every week and it's virtual for me. Um,
Yeah.
So I think it's where I'm speaking that's the problem, not what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
I want to have some more impactful places next year, but I'm going to stick with 40. That's a little more than 3 a month. And I will do the same with passionately speaking because we're going to be traveling quite a little bit again this year.
Good for you. So how many you said 30?
No, 40 and 40. Just keep it simple. 40
Okay.
passionate speakings and 40 speeches.
40 and 40. Beautiful. Love it. Okay, Dr. Luana.
I'm going to go with my 48 again. This year I was pushing it, taking advantage of every time somebody asked me, but I want to spend a little more time writing because I'm enjoying that. And so I'll go with the 48. And if I happen to go over, that's okay too.
Right. And if you're writing romance novels, it'd be great to do a speech about the romance novel. Everyone will love.
Yeah, I am. That's exactly what I'm doing. Besides, I'm also redoing that first book that I published. I was reading it and I suddenly realized that I was talking a lot about me in that book. But that's okay because I needed to do that at that time. But now I need to redo it and make it about the person who's reading the book.
Got it. Okay. All right. So how many passionately speaking are you going to commit to?
You mean meetings that I'll come to?
Please, yeah, Tuesday's meetings.
Oh, yeah, my plan is to be here for all of them.
Okay, so 50.
The only time I miss is if it's an unexpected appointment. On a couple of occasions, I actually took a nap and didn't wake up in time. But other than that, I'm here.
That happens. Okay.
I did that last week, Luana. Just spaced out.
Yeah.
It's all good. You can all nap when you need to, believe me. Many times I wish I could just go and take a nap. Hi, bestie.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'd be
Okay,
tired.
you're up.
Okay, I'll say 48 meetings, and I'll stay with the 10 speeches.
Okay, and we'll get you some opportunities. I think you
Yeah.
need to look a little better and harder, and
I got to take advantage of your goal setting strategies. I think
yeah.
I need that.
Yeah. Okay. Tanya, how many speeches and how many passions?
Probably about 7 or 8 speeches, and I'm going to come to as many. When I'm in town, I'll be here. So I would say probably 40. When I'm here, I'm here. When I'm in town, I'm here.
Okay. Yes, you are. Okay. Great. All right. So we got those for next year. So now let's just talk about, in the time we have left, let's talk about year-end reflections. So we've got the speaker goals and all that. So we could talk about anything you like. So when you look back on, in this last year, what did you accomplish that you are most proud of? Whether it's speaking or not speaking, it could be something simple, it could be something outrageous, whatever it is, what are you truly like proud that you did? So let me just start. It could be one thing, it could be a dozen things. But for me, when I look back on this last year, I did 4 contests, 4 competitions, 4. that's a lot. That means I was practically in prep the whole year. That means food deprivation, whatever,
Def-
right?
deprivation.
That's it. And just I mean, I'll always work out no matter what, but that's a lot. And I'm really proud that I did the October 18th against all odds because that was Michael's um, graduation to heaven date, right? The 18th. And it was on a Saturday. And the next time it was going to be on a Saturday was in the year 2031. And I didn't think I could wait that long to do a contest for him. And it was just a week before the Philippine one. So it was a lot to do. I mean, once you're in prep, it wasn't a lot to do, but it was a lot, in terms of, my trainers were getting ready to, go and they came out to, they always come out to support you. And, I'm sure they rather be somewhere else, but they didn't, so it was a lot to ask of some of the people. But I just felt like I had to do it for Michael. And so it was a whole different type of feeling when I stepped on that stage. And I won, but it's because I didn't have any competition. It was a very small contest, but that wasn't it. It was just, I felt bigger than life, if that makes any sense. Just bigger, bigger. It was more than the contest. It was like, very, very different feeling. So I think that, that was huge. And going to the Philippines, traveling that far away was a big accomplishment. I mean, there was many times where, it was like you question yourself, like, should I really be going to the Philippines? Should I really spend the money? I mean, what's it going to be like? And I don't know. And Dawn's coming with me, and a couple times we're like, well, if you don't want to go, we don't go. And I'm like, no, we got to go. No, and you're like back and forth wondering if, if it's the right decision, if God really is the one leading, or if you're leading, and but overall, I mean, I'm grateful that I went. God has created such a beautiful country out there, just beautiful. I'm in awe of His Majesty. I mean, it's just beautiful. And I know, Jackie, you've seen so much of it, especially in Europe and everything, and it just amazes me how beautiful this world really is when you get out of your own little, for me, my own little box, my own little city that I'm very comfortable in, by the way. So getting out of my comfort zone and going to another country and competing and and just saying yes was a big accomplishment, and I'm really glad I did it. So I guess that's my reflection of the past year. Okay, let's go to Ramona. You look like you're ready and thinking.
I'd have to say I feel like my biggest accomplishment was going to Puerto Vallarta because I mean because of the force that you did to like you have to speak because I can go over in my mind 1,000 times what I should say, what I should do, and it was quite challenging to like, no, you're speaking, so you better say something. And so I that really pushed me to, say something. And so that for me felt like a really big accomplishment to actually put together 5 speeches, even if they're just to actually, do that. So
Yeah, that's huge.
I was glad to have done that. And it's been very helpful. So helpful in this journey that's getting me to, what am I passionate about? What can I see myself speaking more about? So yeah, that was
And
my
you finished your itty bitty book. That's a big accomplishment.
yep. So that's yeah, that was just as bad, like you can writing a 1-minute thing took me like hours.
Yeah.
As you redo that and redo that. And the itty bitty book was it's similar in the sense that, I looked up so much stuff, which I love the research into the brain and the baby and all that kind of stuff. But then to
Uh-huh.
try to condense it into,
Uh-huh.
5 bullet points is like,
Yeah.
eh. So yeah, it's been a good year. Very
But you
productive.
did it, so that's good. That's great. Okay, Jackie.
Well, you heard a little bit about the drama in my year this year, so I'm not going to do that. But I was trying to think as you were all speaking, and I think the highlight of my year would be that we are doing an online Bible study with our dearest friends who live in Phoenix. And we've been friends for over 40 years. And they are not believers in Christ. They believe in God, but they haven't made that big step. And being the age that we all are, none of us really knew who Charlie Kirk was. But his death and his wife's memorial empowered our friend for whom we've been praying and had our small group praying for the last 5 years to because she just totally forgave the man who killed her husband on national TV.
Wow.
And my friend said, "Oh my gosh, I need to find out more about this." So a question that I have learned, I don't always, but I have learned to ask this of people who are not young is, have you ever read the Bible as an adult? And most often people who are in the 60s plus bracket have not. They went to church as a kid and they got a little King James Bible and it's stuck away somewhere and they never look at it. And so I asked that question and they both said no. And I said, well, I'm going to send you today's a New Living Bible, filament edition, so you can get all the notes on your phone. And, you can start reading it and start with the Gospel of Mark. I always say Mark, not John, because I think John's kind of hard. And Mark is easy, it's short. It's like, okay, go with easy. So then my friend Anne said, well, it sure would be nice if you'd be closer because then we could do it together. And after we hung up, I thought, why not? So my husband and I have been doing an online FaceTime Bible study, going through the book of Mark with our friends, and they're learning and they're getting excited, and that's just so exciting. So that would be that's what
That's a blessing.
that's what I felt God wanted us to do. And it's really funny because my dearest prayer friend said, we were talking about doing missionary stuff. And I said, I have so many friends who are non-believers. I believe that's my mission field, to talk to my friends who are non-believers. And she reminded me that I said that to her about 5 years ago. So I'll keep you posted, but it's been an exciting journey. He's close, but he's not there. I think she is. So we'll keep you posted. It's been a very exciting journey. So we've been developing the Bible study, doing it all, and then once a week we go online.
Nice. Beautiful. So are you still in Mark?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, great. All right, Dr. Luana.
Thing that I'm most proud of that I've accomplished this year would be writing that romance story and actually publishing it. I'm super excited about that because most of you know that's my passion, reading romance stories. And I've wanted to write one for years. And for years, I convinced myself, you don't know what anything about writing romance. But you know what? I have a lot of things that are happening in my life that I can use as starters for romance stories. So I may have to embellish and add some stuff to it, but they're romance stories that I can use. So yes, I'm excited about it. I've started some others, and like uh, I'm sorry, I'm just going bonkers here. I have a prayer circle that I do once a week, and I think I'm going to do what you're doing. Select a book and we study that book. Because what I do, mine has always been on hope. The whole year we talked about hope, faith, and trust. And I'm going to change that up for this coming year and select each month we do a book out of the Bible. And hopefully, because we meet weekly, and we'll go through that whole Bible by the end of the year. Because I really do like sharing that. We share prayers together, and it's amazing how it feels to do that. So that's my thing, the writing a romance story. I do plan on doing as much speaking as possible because I actually enjoy speaking almost as much as I do reading and writing. I like sharing when I learn something. And I learned that I'm ready to go and tell everybody about what I learned. And my husband used to get on my case. You spent your money to learn that, and now you're going out there and giving it away free. What's wrong with you?
Well,
But I can't.
the best
I
way
just,
to learn something is to teach it.
yeah, and I really love doing that. So tonight I didn't count that on my speeches, but tonight I'm going to be talking about Chat GPT to a group of seniors who they know about it and they've used it, but they don't fully understand how to use it. So I'll be talking about that and doing some examples and things. So yeah.
Beautiful. Is that a live event or is it
It's on Zoom. It's on Zoom. It's a mastermind group uh, that meets, and they're all people who are in their 60s and above. And so I'll be sharing
beautiful?
how chat works and why I'm excited about chat. I don't care if anybody else is or not, but I am. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Oh, good for you. All right. Dawn, looks like you're walking, walking, walking.
The yards, was it 7 inning stretch? I think I would like to say when I was thinking about it is I'm grateful that I took and proud of the fact that I seized all the opportunities that came my way. I didn't let anything get in my way on a lot of things, and I think that's probably my biggest accomplishment. And going to the Philippines with you and competing, I love that. And traveling and having a blast. Yeah, I think that's about it. Just seizing the opportunity, seizing the moment. So that's my biggest accomplishment. Yeah.
All right, great. Yeah, and you too came to Puerto Vallarta. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Great. Yeah. So now we're plotting our next year of travel.
Mhm.
Going now.
We're going.
Yeah, I mean, there's too many places and not enough time, not
Yeah.
enough, not enough money, and
Yeah.
not enough
Mhm.
finance yet. Knock on wood, it'll come. But anyway, yeah, it's great fun to travel. That's all that I just want to travel and compete and travel. So we're planning on going to Indianapolis in June to compete. We're thinking about going to Washington, Bellevue, Washington in April to compete. You know,
Mhm.
and even though they're local, which I need to get my whatever card, my what is,
Yeah.
yeah,
Domestic.
travel local. Um, I could travel out of the world without it, but I can't travel locally, which is silly. My
The
ID,
real ID.
the ID thing.
The real
Anyway,
ID.
You're kidding.
Like
You
yeah,
can't
MySpace.
travel local without that thing?
no, you
You
can't
can't fly
travel
domestic.
anymore without it.
Ah,
They told you couldn't fly without it. I don't think that's true.
No, no, you get your ticket, but right now there's this little grace period. So we went to, was it Hawaii or something,
Uh-huh.
and they gave the card that let us go through without it. But they're cracking down. I mean, you all have to get it if you want to come to California and see me. You know?
does
Yeah,
that
you got to
apply
get
to
your real
driving?
ID. It's a real
Does
thing, and they're getting really serious about it. So,
Well,
does that apply to driving?
the worst thing about that real ID is literally they're trying to like have a greater control over people, and
oh,
that's the first steps. So it's like let's just control that.
that's
So legally they can't, constitutionally can't really, but they keep putting that pressure on. So if you really push the issue and said no, they could,
well,
but they make you jump hoops.
You can still
that's
use
it.
your
So,
passport.
do you want to travel with ease, or do you want to have when you're
I want to push back,
travel with
that's
ease?
for sure. I don't want to comply. Yeah.
You rebel, Ramona. You
Yeah,
rebel.
no kidding.
Troublemaker.
We're old people who know about freedom. And,
No, I hear you. I'm a rebel too. So
the reality is like, these kids who are like tap everything and convenience everything and want chips in their arms. And it's like, yeah, let's not be part of the control grid.
right.
We've all
Yeah.
seen China's control grid.
Did you get vaccinated?
No.
Me? No?
No.
All right.
Ain't somebody sticking no needle in me with something that I don't trust.
Nope.
Okay, well, we still have one more. So Don, anything else before we move to Tanya, before we end our call today?
For me?
Anything else? Any other wonderful accomplishments you want to talk about?
No.
Okay, all right, perfect. All right. Tanya, you're up. So what's your greatest reflecting back on the year, what's your greatest accomplishment?
My focusing and taking care of myself.
Mm.
I take care of everybody else. I'm moving around doing this. And this year I just took care of myself. What was in alignment with my future, my life. And I felt I didn't have any stress. I was so stress free this year.
Nice.
It was unbelievable. And it feels so good.
The
Um,
whole year?
so taking care of me was what I was most proud of. And it gave me time to reflect, to do things. I mean, we traveled a whole lot this year and it was just nice. It was a good feeling. I took a lot of stuff off my plate and that allowed me to be able to take care of me,
Good.
you know.
Okay. That's
And
so,
yeah.
and because what?
No, and I was going to say, and because you told me I could promote my event for
Oh,
Thursday.
yes, please do. Go right ahead.
I would never put anything in the chat, but ladies, I am having a Women Worthy of Wealth. I've only done 3 this year, and this is going to be a really good one about transformation, about understanding what's holding you back financially, but more importantly, how to move forward with the confidence. It's going to be really, I believe it's going to be a really good lesson for everybody. So I put the link in the chat. You have to register, and I hope to see you.
Okay, is it a free event?
It's oh yeah, it's a free event. Yeah. And
Oh,
it's this Thursday and it's on Zoom,
and it's what time?
5 o'clock Pacific time.
Okay,
Do you
beautiful.
record those?
I'm conscious, huh?
Do you record those, Tanya? Do you
No,
record those?
I don't give them out. No. Yeah.
Have to be
I'm
done.
a financial advisor and I have compliance. So anytime I do something, I'm supposed to get it approved. So no, I don't. Yeah.
Come if you can. They're really Tanya's a really good speaker. She's, purposeful, she's knowledgeable, she's like direct, like powerful, just boom. And I got to speak on it last year about goal setting. But
Mm-hmm.
it's just well done. The whole thing, it's just well done and it's really a training. It's not like
Yeah.
this kind of like chat and it's really a serious training about finances and financial,
Yeah.
whatever her topic is, but it's always
Mm-hmm.
something to do with finances. So there's nobody like, it's like these passionately speaking, there's no public speaking trainer that does this call, period. You can't find it. And just like that for financial purposes. She's the only one doing this kind of thing, right? So, and she's not selling really anything big at the end. She's just saying, hey, you want to come and, be one of my clients? Great. If not, that's okay too. Where, all these other financial people, if they're putting one on, like Grant Cardone one time or something, I mean, he puts them on for his mastermind, just like she does, not the public. So anyway, you got an invitation to something that's very rare, private, and valuable. I would recommend you go this Thursday.
How long is it, Tanya?
Thank you. About 4 hours. No, I'm just playing. That's my problem. I get way too much information.
It's a lot.
I'm working on it now, like trying to cut it down, but everything seems so urgent and I need, but the class is 90 minutes. I don't talk 90 minutes. My part will probably be about 45 minutes. I'm trying to get it down to 45. So, but it's going to be questions. It's going to be interactive. I'm gonna have you guys take a test, stuff. So, but it's from 5 to 6:30. And I'll talk about 45 minutes. But I'm educating. It's not a regular financial talk. It's more of a transformation.
Yeah, it's not a sales talk, it's an education.
No, it's not a sales talk. That's my problem. I really don't sell myself at the end enough how I think I probably should. I need to work on that more, but I'll just tell them, get on my calendar and then we'll talk about it. But yeah.
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 Okay, great. Well, it's super. So
Thank you. Thank you for letting me share.
Inside the chat. You got it inside there. So everybody just copy, save the chat.
Yeah.
You know how to do that with the three little.
Yeah. Actually, if you put your cursor on the website, it'll take you straight to the page to register. You put that cursor there to take you straight to the page.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we're right about almost 5 o'clock, so we're going to end our call today, unless anybody else has anything they want to promote or share before we go. Anybody else? Okay.
I can't wait to read Lawana's love story or romance. I can't wait.
Where are those books that we can buy that have been great Christmas presents?
Yeah.
You're muted, Dr. Lawana. Where are they? Are they on Amazon?
You can find it over on Lawana's Stand Store.
What?
Let me put I self-published it, but I have it on a Stand Store.
Oh, okay. Put that link in the chat for anybody who wants one.
Oh, good.
Luana, you look particularly pretty tonight.
Yes. You're muted.
You're muted, Lawana.
Lawana, you're muted. I don't know why I have to raise my voice.
Sorry about that. I was saying that I'm in the holiday spirit.
You look it.
I just feel really good.
Get your tree.
Anyway, there's the link to Stand Store, and you'll find my book right there. I'll be adding others to it. So $2.99. That's it. $2.99.
Is it a hardback?
No, it's a PDF ebook.
Oh, I can't read PDFs. Are you going to put it in printed form? I want a book.
If I take it over to Amazon, but I want to wait till I have more, so it's like a little collection. Have like 5 or 6 stories in a bundle and sell it over there.
Oh, okay.
So Luana, I'm at your site. Get my ebook for $2.99. What is this about? This is the romance story, or what is this about?
The Protector Secret Baby.
Yes.
Yeah, it's about somebody who has a one-night stand and disappears, and then 2 years later she shows up. She's in trouble, needs help, and so she goes to him because he's in security, and finds out he's got a little son that he didn't know anything about.
Okay. Nice.
Wait, you said that this says a lot about your own story?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Although the secret baby part could be a part of my story, because I didn't tell the father of my baby when I got pregnant. He asked and I denied it.
Interesting.
For 16 years, I denied it. And only admitted it then because my son wanted to know, Mom, who's my
Did she get to meet her father?
Yeah, he got to meet him. They got along very well. And I was kind of glad I did at that point because then 5 years, 7 years later, my son died in a car accident.
Oh my.
So,
Kids want to know who their parents are. They
yeah.
just do.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, they got along fab.
that's good to hear.
Well, I just purchased it.
Okay.
Oh, thank
After
you.
my event on Thursday, I'll have time to read this love story.
I love it.
I
Okay.
made the print a little large for people like me, so don't have to be straining to read.
Good idea.
I hate that.
Well, you sold two. I just bought one too, Luana.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
Beautiful.
So,
Oh,
and I'm
my.
glad you made it in big print. My books are both in big print because I can't read anything small.
Yeah, too much of a strain.
Okay, ladies, thank you. Thank you for supporting Luana and go Thursday and support Tanya. And also have a great Christmas, a great New Year. We're gonna come back in 2 weeks, so we'll come back on January. Well, I don't have the calendar, but we'll come back. We're dark the 23rd and 20. I gotta get my calendar out. But anyway, we're dark for 2 weeks. Let me see.
23rd and the 30th.
Yes, so we'll see you back on the 6th.
This is
Okay,
our
so-
last class?
Yes, we're dark for
Oh.
2 for the holiday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I didn't nap today.
Yes, I didn't either. You'll get a notice also that we're dark, but again, we'll come back on the 6th because most of the time, like now, usually what I have 12 people on the call and it just gets smaller toward the end. So just giving you all 2 weeks off rest. You can always go to the Passionately Speaking website and look at a lot of, anything you might have missed over there. We're loading them up every single week for you. So passionatellyspeaking.com. Password is shine. And next year, in January, I will change that password. I change it every year. So shine, all lowercase right now. Okay. All right. So I can't thank you enough for being here.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Happy
everyone.
Hanukkah.
Happy holidays.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Happy holidays.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Arvee.
You're welcome. Mwah.
Yes, it's been a great year. And you're an
Yeah.
inspiration. Every time I see a picture of you in that outfit, I'm going, what happened to me?
Every time I do my squats, I'm like, dang, how long is this gonna take?
It's
I
never
walked a block and I'm going,
keep going, keep going. It'll get better. It'll get better. It'll get easier.
I even looked up how long does it take to make a muscle, and they said like 6 to 8 weeks consistently just to make a muscle, a little muscle.
That's okay. You're gonna be here anyway.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good way to look at it. You're gonna be here anyway.
You're gonna be here anyway. But I thought you were going to compete.
No, not. I got too much stuff to do to compete. Yeah.
So Tanya came. Dawn, you might not know this, but Tanya came to my very first contest. Her and her husband.
Yeah.
Was sweet, and not only supporting me, but I think she was kind of thinking maybe she could.
Oh, she can.
Yeah, it looked like it was fun, but I know you guys work out a lot and all that. But maybe one day.
Yeah.
Maybe one day.
Yeah. Never
That'd
too
be great.
late. Never too late.
Never.
Yeah, you look great. You look great.
Thank you. Okay, ladies, thanks again.
All right,
right,
baby.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Christmas.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye bye.
Mhm.